The European lobster Homerus gammarus, a commercially important crustacean. It's an omnivorous feeder, mostly on mollusks. Like other crustaceans, it uses a complicated set of limbs, including maxillipeds and clawed legs, to capture food and carry it to the mouth, then to break it up and push it in. Lobsters, having a hard carapace, need to molt in order to grow. Juveniles molt frequently, but adults only once every second year. Molting is a dangerous and traumatic business. In the process, the entire body shell is cast, including the lining of much of the gut and the thin chitinous covering of the gills. Molting takes about 20 minutes. The newly molted lobster is very vulnerable. The exoskeleton is quite soft and flexible. Watch the way the great claws bend. The blue colour and the pale antennae are typical of a newly molted lobster. Success! And now the new shell is beginning to harden. After a time, the lobster may start to take an interest in the old carapace, a valuable food source of calcium. Molting in the female is followed by copulation. In copulation, the male transfers a spermatophore, a packet of sperm, to the female. The spermatophore comes through a gonopore on one of the male's last walking legs. It travels down a tube formed by the first pleopods. These are half round in section. They are pressed together and the spermatophore is pushed down the tube by one of the second pleopods until it lands up in the shallow sperm receptacle on the female's sternum. There it goes. After copulation, the female will lay her eggs, and following fertilization from the sperm packet, they will travel backwards to become bound to the pleopods. Here they are, attached to the pleopods, about 10,000 of them in an average commercial-sized female of around 30 centimetres. Eggs are laid every second year. The incubation period is partly temperature dependent and lasts up to a year. At hatching, just a few embryos seem to be dribbled out each night. There is a short larval period, and it's here that a mystery begins. Larval lobsters such as these may be taken at very low density at the very surface of the sea, but only in daylight. Where they spend the rest of their time we don't know, nor do we know where they go after they settle on the bottom. They are too small to be taken in lobster pots, and tiny lobsters are almost never seen by divers. In fact, it's not until they start to appear in pots at around 17 centimetres that we begin to see them again. The lobster, a creature not so familiar as you might think.